program is a You Record Studios production.
Marked Out Wrestling Podcast presents Adam Bomb.
Tyler Bate and Pete Dunne prove that you can have flippy shit and headlocks in the same match and it can tear the house down.
Brian.
I have a problem saying it. Maharaja. No, Maharaja.
Kiara.
I said, are you ready?
Bob.
I was immensely impressed with what the bumps they took tonight.
This is SmarkDown.
Welcome to SmarkDown. I did a terrible job fading out there. I am the Jew that leads the crew, Adam Bomb. Joining me across the table, we have Brian.
Hi, Brian.
What's going on, my heavy?
I only listen to thrash metal. I fucked it up. Keep going.
All right. Across the table from me is going to be the queen.
Hey. What's up, guys?
What's up, girl? How are you doing tonight?
I'm feeling a little sore, tensing up, but I'm great.
All right. And
The booty doll.
courtesy of the You Record fan line via Memphis. What's going on, Bob?
Holy shit, it's not the Adam show anymore. We all got our own intros, which is dope as shit.
Right?
I'm already started off liking this show tonight. It's
Good.
gonna be fun.
We like having you in good mood. We're going to get everything
Dude,
started.
yeah.
We're going to get everything started like normal. And before we kick it off, don't forget to... Got a lot of new buttons to press tonight. Brian, we introduced the immediate family. Who's on the board? What's the extended family look like tonight?
Let's see. We got Tim Smith on there. Noah. How are you, Noah? Juan Rodriguez. Christopher Stykeleather. Cashmere. We got Teddy Hart on there.
Hey.
Teddy Hart. What's up, man? Let's see. Did I already say Daniel Price? I'll say it again. Daniel Price.
Daniel Price, get ready for ingredient number one.
Yeah, there we
Just
go.
get ready for that.
And that looks like we got John Estrada.
Hey,
There we
Bomb
go.
Squad. Too large.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Housekeeping.
Come back later, please.
Here are your marked out wrestling housekeeping notes and weekly schedule. Monday nights at 11:30 p.m. Join us for Monday Night Rawsome. Tuesday nights at 10:15 p.m. SmarkDown. The weekly takedown. Thursdays at 5 p.m. where Brian Golda and Rhodey will react and review to the NXT broadcast on the WWE Network. Showtimes are for live YouTube broadcasts. All podcast versions will be available the next day on various podcast providers. Upcoming WWE pay-per-view specials and marked out shorts like Rhodey's Rant, Smarts vs. Marks, the Power Slam Dance Show, and Indie McIndie Face will be announced as they are scheduled. Feel free to join us on our exclusive Bubba Radio Army Network show, The Weekly Squash. Visit BubbaRadioArmy.com for listings. Keep the conversation going on Twitter using the handle @SmartMarkShow. You can call our fan line 704-444-0084 or send us an email, markedoutpodcast@gmail.com. Visit markedoutwrestling.com for all other social media networks. Get connected. Get connected. Get connected. Get connected. Get connected.
Go away.
Oh my God!
I said no.
Okay, I clean.
No, get out of here.
I stick finger in your mouth. Housekeeping.
Okay.
Okay.
So, Brian, as we get ready to do the Mud Report here,
What do you want?
just wanted to go over the show. We got a good one tonight to kind of review. We'll probably have a lot of fun with it. Let it breathe, Brian, and then take it away.
I always do.
It's good to have you back, by the way.
Dude, I feel like I haven't been here in fucking
Yeah,
like.
we've missed you, bro.
You want to kill that music?
I'm trying. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I got too many buttons to press tonight.
I hear ya. Yes, it feels good to be back. Even though I guess I was only gone for a week, not even a couple shows.
It felt like a
It
while.
felt
It did.
longer. Yeah.
All right, so let's kick off tonight's. Let's see, Mud Report. We got one starting off with Tyson Kidd. I don't know if
Okay.
you guys have heard. So he has been on TV, hasn't been wrestling since his
Right.
neck injury with Samoa Joe a couple years ago. Now our sources are saying that he's going to be making a return, but not to the ring. He's going to be coming back in a producer agent aspect of sorts. The role isn't necessarily clear yet, but he is going to be back in the company, and also it's being noted that he will be appearing back on Total Divas.
Oh, well, thank God.
Okay.
Because I know you were waiting there with bated breath. I know.
I was
know.
worried that was going to be part of the deal.
draws.
What's that, Bob?
The modern day draws.
No,
no.
Come on.
I wouldn't say that.
They gave Draws a job. Okay.
Well, yeah, I
guy
guess so. He's right.
had a
He's right in that
broken
sense.
neck. They gave him a job as a writer. The fucking guy had to write with a straw. Don't act like there's not something kind of fucked up and funny with that.
Wow.
Man,
That was
you are
brutal.
coming in fucking hot
Yeah.
tonight, Bob. Oh my God.
How do you think that would be?
He
Him
had
being
to
in a
blow in his straw to write.
Kiara, to answer your question, I think he'll do a great job. I mean,
Yeah.
the guy, he's been one of those guys that never really kind of got all that much, TV as far as like belts and all that stuff. He never really got that. But as far as being respected by his peers, he's one of those names that always comes
well,
up.
because he's a Heart Dungeon guy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He's still a Heart Dungeon guy, and I mean, his cat has a lot of Instagram followers.
His cat does.
yes.
Yeah, 2 paws.
Oh, 2 paws. That's right.
What else you got?
And then I guess to follow up the segment that happened last night that I'm sure that all of you guys have watched with the Ball family and all that
gosh.
nonsense. Curtis Axel, out of all the people that have been, pretty vocal about it, he's been one that's been. He went on Twitter, and then he also had he had some criticism on. Let's see.
Ninja, please.
Thank you. Yeah.
That's the amended version.
What's that? Who?
Ninja,
What?
please.
Oh, that's the amended
Yes.
version. So basically, Curtis Axel, he came back and said that he was just calling out all the Ball family, just saying that why are these people on our stage? Get them the hell off, and just
What do you
basically.
mean by these people?
No. I mean, when I say these people, I mean assholes, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
it
okay.
was. It looks like looked like it was planned at the last minute. It really did. And
Okay.
Go on,
ahead, Bob.
Bob.
Here's who I felt bad for. The youngest son, the one that actually said the stupid shit. Did anybody catch what the father referred to as the one that just got drafted as?
What the father?
Best son. He called him the best son in front of another one of his sons.
You're such
Yeah,
a kid.
that was.
Hmm.
And
that
then
kid just wanted to show his dad he could be a team player. I felt bad for him.
Yeah, but he was out there to kind of get. I mean, we're from Charlotte area. He's kind of like the Seth Curry to Steph Curry. I mean, that's what he was out there to be. It didn't matter what he did. He could only fuck it up, and that's exactly what he did. It's simply put. He
That's
was
what it
out
was.
there. The only thing he could do was fuck it up. If he just sat there and said nothing, hell, he could have just dribbled a fucking basketball. The second he
You
opened
could
his
tell.
fucking mouth, he screwed up.
it's so shocking.
You
It makes me.
tell. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying it's so shocking. It makes me think that maybe it was planned because when did he think this was ever right to say? Like, it's just common sense.
I have no idea. I have
Okay,
no
Kira,
idea.
Still,
are you familiar
like, at
with
that
the
age.
Ball family?
I mean, I know about LeVar, who just got drafted. What's his
Yeah.
name? Yeah, I
No,
know about him. That's
that-
about
He's
it.
the
That's
rational,
Lonzo.
decent one.
Lamar's in high school. LaMar.
LaMelo.
LeVar.
LaMelo.
LaMelo's the
I
high
don't
school.
know.
What the fuck is?
I'm sorry.
I feel
I
like
don't even know their
these are
names.
like the Mandelbaums. I have no idea.
LeVar is the dad. LaMelo is the youngest one, and Lonzo is the one who just got
Lonzo.
drafted.
Okay.
I only know of Lonzo. That's it.
Yeah.
But
I don't know.
Go ahead, Bob. What were you saying though?
Did anybody else see the look on Miz's face? Like,
Oh yeah.
towards the end of it, when he realized it was an absolute shit show, you could tell he was kind of like, I would like to find an excuse to punch this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
We're
Yeah.
wasting too much time on such a terrible thing. He said the N-word. He's a fucking idiot. Let's
Yeah.
move on. What else you
It
got,
is what
Brian?
it is.
And then it also should be noted that our boy Cody Rhodes, he has been claiming that basically that since he's left WWE, that he's making more money on the indies now that he's made in his last couple of years in
Ooh.
WWE.
He really said that.
Well, not necessarily that he said that, but it's
It's fact.
actually.
It's
I mean, yeah,
facts.
he fucking said that. Yeah. what
well,
am
he
I talking
probably
about?
said it because it's fact.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. What do you guys thoughts?
Well, I would say that's probably not unlikely. He's kind of like the headliner on the comedy circuit where, for a long time, Carrot Top would go to colleges and get top dollar because he wasn't there doing a week run. He was doing a one-night shot here, a one-night shot here. So they're paying premium dollar to bring him in because he's such a big current name. He's got maybe a year to milk this before he has to settle down somewhere. And Japan, the merch sales you have in Japan, there's a reason why the Young Bucks don't have to go anywhere else.
No, but why would Cody? He doesn't have to pick. He can easily do both. He could do New Japan. And he could do Ring of Honor.
But after a while, I think that the shine will wear off unless he finds a home.
No, I don't agree with that.
Because he's got such a
well,
name,
I mean,
right?
yeah, you're right. The
Yeah.
Young Bucks the Bucks make money going everywhere. So
Kira.
Yeah,
what were you saying?
promotions. The more promotions that you do, I think that's more money for you. I mean, I spoke with the indie wrestler about a week ago, and like, that's one of the things like to debate. You know, once you go into a main promotion, you know, that's it. That's your whole flow of money right there. But when you're wrestling for different promotions, you got money flowing in from every different direction.
Yeah, plus
And all he has to do is show up, and he gets on the marquee or on the poster of
Yeah.
that promotion.
So I can see him definitely. I can see that him making money.
Yeah.
Why not?
Oh,
Yeah.
well.
Anything else on the topic for the board, Brian?
Nope.
Teddy Hart said Bullet Club for life.
Yeah.
All right, let's get right into it. We're going to go. I got too many damn mouses. We're going to go into the.
Nice.
What you need to make a good SmarkDown is your 3 key ingredients.
Our 3 key ingredients tonight are going to be number 1, Punjabi called it. Number 2, good cop, better cop. And number 3, women in the bank. Let's get it started.
Number 1.
Punjabi called it. Daniel Price, hope you're still on the board listening here.
He's there.
He said this on the board probably a couple weeks ago at least. He said, I think it was in the reaction show actually for Money in the Bank. He said that Orton Mahal Part 3 is going to be in a Punjabi prison. And guess what happened? Punjabi prison it is. And I mean, we kind of saw this coming. It has to be the end of the feud. But at the same time, there's no way, Brian, that you think Orton's going to come out on top here, do you?
Why not?
I mean, I'm just saying. Why would they take the belt off Jinder? It seems to be working. They won you over. They won most of the marked out family over.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
Oh, well, you are the Segway king.
What? No, I'm having trouble hearing myself. Can you hear me all right?
I can hear you
Yeah,
fine.
you can hear me
I
fine?
can hear you.
Yeah,
So
don't try to get out of this.
No, I'm not. I
You
mean,
fucking
I don't
rusty?
know. No, yeah, maybe a little bit. I don't know. I think because of this match, I do think that Jinder does have, I guess, the edge, if you want to give it, just because it is his gimmick, it's his
Ooh.
home. I don't know.
But
really
neither man has wrestled in one of these matches.
No. But I mean, you have to still give it to. I mean, it's a Punjabi prison match. It has to. Obviously, he has the edge. I mean, it's. No, it's not.
Oh, the peanut gallery.
Yeah, the
side.
peanut fucking gallery.
This is going to delicately dance on around racism. Why does he have the advantage?
He's the one that asked for the match.
Yeah.
He did.
He's the
was
one
his
that
choice.
asked for it. That's the reason.
Kira, do you give a fuck about the
okay.
Punjabi prison?
I just see it as Jinder having more. I don't know, more pull. You know.
More clout?
Yeah, pretty much.
Give him more of I guess, legitimize himself. Not only did he win it from
Exactly.
Randy, because if he wins this, as we segue to Bob, if he wins this, that's 3-0 against Randy in consecutive pay-per-views.
They're trying to make him look powerful, solid record. That's what it looks like.
Bob, what do you got?
I'm kind of with Brian. Why wouldn't he win?
Right.
Why wouldn't
but
Orton win?
Why wouldn't Jinder win?
No, Brian thinks Orton might win.
Got man booty doll.
You know what? Brian actually doesn't know what the fuck he's thinking.
Yeah.
To be honest with you.
What are you fucking crazy?
Yeah. I mean,
I misunderstood. I apologize, Brian.
yeah.
But just to break the fourth wall here real quick. So the match was made tonight in the ring. They didn't know what stipulation Jinder would choose. He chose that, and they had a brand new video package ready for it and queued up.
Oh, that's just because the people back there are just amazing.
They work really
had
fast.
Every option just in case.
Just in case, and don't be surprised if Cena comes out the next night and announces his candidacy. But basically, I mean, this is Orton kind of, I don't know, swan song, or is this him putting a guy over? What do you guys think about that?
Bob, you go first, please.
Yeah, Brian's brain doesn't work.
I don't know. Because, I mean, I don't want to think this is a swan song because he's still got many years left. I think this is his transition to becoming a part-timer.
Maybe.
I think that's more
Going-
likely than swan song.
Going legend contract. Estrada on the board says, question for the panel, Jinder beat Nakamura on a house show. I don't think it diminishes Nak, but do y'all think this is a sign of greater things to come from Mahal? We definitely think he's going to get a push there.
Hi, Brian.
Oh,
You
that's
ready
awful.
to talk, Brian?
Yeah, you know what? I'm ready. God. Jesus. Jinder Mahal fucking beat him in a house show?
Yeah, apparently.
That's awful. What was your question, Adam?
Kiara.
Yeah, I was going to ask you the same thing. What's your question? What are you trying to ask, Adam?
Oh, fuck it.
Number 2.
Number 2.
You gave up on us, Brian.
Why'd you give up?
Right?
Number 2, good cop, better cop. We're going to talk about the Fashion Police segment for tonight. That was, Ryan, you enjoyed it because of the thrash metal, which apparently Eddie Money is a part of.
He is. And you know what? I listen to heavy stuff, but I also have a soft spot for Eddie Money. So for
You have
that,
a soft spot?
I do.
Where's
Where is it?
Yeah.
My belly. My
I've
butt.
lost a lot of things, and one of them has been my smile.
I didn't lose my smile.
No, I did. You talking about that just killed it. Oh, fuck. You guys are horrible tonight.
What do you want?
I want some
Yeah, what do
commentary.
you want, Adam?
You love the fucking fashion file.
I do
segment
love them.
thing.
I do
Okay.
love them.
Okay, it's obviously American
You want me to tell
Alpha.
them how much I love them?
It was American Alpha's silhouette on the ones who sent the videotape after trashing the studio. I don't know why the Ascension was caught in the crossfire, but you were the only one in the Marked Out family who gives a flying fuck about the Ascension. So I segue to you first.
No.
Oh, Bob.
I also care about the Ascension. I just know that.
We couldn't hear him because you were playing sound effects.
I know, right?
Right.
I do that on purpose.
Always at the wrong time.
All right. What do you got, Bob? What are you defending the Ascension for? Oh, maybe we lost him.
Did you lose him?
Brian, you want to?
No, wait. I'm sorry. I'm also a fan of the Ascension. I just accept their death. Yeah, I didn't like it. Okay, so unfortunately, my daughter had a small tantrum. I missed what those tickets were that they
Eddie
were.
Money.
For Eddie Money.
Why would they? Oh, then that's fucking stupid.
That
I
was
hated the whole segment.
because it was Miami Vice and he was big in the 80s. That was the bride.
No, but you had to see the payoff though, with the Ascension kind of teasing that they wanted the tickets, Bob. It was actually for what it was.
And they were, and one of them had a huge mouthful of cheese.
Wait, so here's
They did, correct.
Yeah, so
I
here's
hated
tough
the entire
guys.
fucking stick now.
Yeah, so here's tough guys trying to be comic relief here. It works for the Fashion Police. It does not work for the Ascension, and they've kind of turned them into, I don't know, fucking butt of the joke. Are you laughing, Kiera?
About what? Laughing.
The Ascension grabbing the tickets to Eddie Money. Does that give them any fucking anything? Do we care about the Ascension? Nobody else
I mean,
wants to fucking talk.
I'm not
going to
say I don't care, Brian, but, you know.
Why are you talking to Brian? I'm the one asking the goddamn question.
Life goes on. That's just all I'm going
No,
to say.
I enjoyed the
Ninja,
segment
please.
just because it made the Ascension, because like you said, at this point, I mean, what else? What can you do with their gimmick? At least in this way, they kind of sound like they're kind of straightforward. All they listen to is heavy metal or thrash metal, or whatever. And then at the end, you see them kind of slide over and grab the ticket. I thought it was funny. I thought it did them favors, and at least that they're on TV.
You know what? Fuck it. I'm with Brian. Creative still thinks the Ascension is relevant because they're still using them in storylines in some form or fashion. So you know what?
Honestly,
All hail to the
They forget
Ascension.
about them for months at a time. What do you mean?
I'm just hoping that they stay on long enough so that their T-shirt goes on sale, and then I can buy it.
Dude, that T-shirt's
Finally.
going to
Is
be
there a
in.
bigger waste of NXT talent than those two?
Yes, the people that Tyler Breeze and Fandango until now, I feel were completely wasted. Neville, they finally had to find a home on him for 205 Live. He was wasted. Bo Dallas has been wasted. Most champions from NXT, unfortunately, have been wasted. At least half of them. I mean,
But this was the longest. This is the longest reigning tag team champions from NXT. These guys were monsters in NXT. They come to the show and they
got a victory their first week, and then they sucked after that. Rob is brought some Fireball in here to liven things up. I'm turning into him.
He's an angry.
You need a Snickers.
Yeah.
On the board, I
So
mean,
can
a lot
turn
of the
into Natalia.
a lot of the guys a lot of our family, they enjoyed the what's it called? They enjoyed the segment.
Yeah.
They did.
You're just a hater, Adam.
What?
He's not a hater.
How am I the hater?
Is that a Zima? Is it
Did
really?
you say you did or did not enjoy the segment?
Oh, Mick Olson.
I enjoyed the segment. I just am like, Bob, this is the first sign of, I guess this is the first nail in the coffin of the Ascension. They are not going anywhere from this.
John Estrada says the Ascension should go away for a year.
Thrown on a coffin.
Hold on, he's
Oh.
trying
What,
to
Bob?
read.
What, Bob?
You're turning him into Golda. We don't want a sourpuss.
You're making him mad over here.
Come on,
This
Heavy.
is dirt being thrown on a coffin. This is not.
Come on,
the first
guys.
thing.
I don't think it's like that with the Ascension.
Despite what our,
Brian.
despite what our
What?
listeners think.
Brian, go.
Yeah.
What are you trying
John
to say?
Estrada, he just says that the Ascension should go away for a year, rebrand themselves as those surfer dudes from Southpaw Regional Wrestling.
The problem is that didn't work for Brodus Clay.
He wasn't a surfer guy.
No, but he went away. They brought him back. I mean, they fucked them up. It doesn't matter how they repackage them. It's like the colognes. Kara, what are you trying to chime in with?
Why would you even compare Brodus Clay to the Ascension?
Yeah, I was gonna say that was a
Well, no,
That was bad.
when he was
Mirror
saying
reference.
when
Yeah.
he was saying go, disappear for a while and come back repackaged. We
Yeah,
went,
but I don't think Brodus Clay had that much going for him besides the Funkadactyl whole.
well, he got a guest
stable
appearance
thing.
in Glow.
Speaking of guest appearances,
Yeah.
we have also the Wookiee on the board, and we also have
Wookiee!
Double G Gaming. And Daniel Price, excuse me, no, Zima was not discontinued. It is actually back out in some shelves, right?
Really? I didn't know that.
Come on.
I
It's all over social
remember
media.
Zima was great to drop a Jolly Rancher in and flavor it and then drink it that way.
Never drank it.
Well, yeah.
I've never had it
you're
before.
too young. Yeah, you're both too young.
Yeah, I've never had it before.
Everybody
Back when,
else in the
Adam
marked
used to
out
peruse the gay
family
bars.
knows. Stevie knows. Fucking Rob and Medine definitely know. They're my age. Bob, you aren't cool, so who knows what you know.
Didn't you say? Hey,
No. I know that Zima
Am I
was
loud? Am I
huge
loud?
in the gay scene, and I think Adam should, enjoy that.
Oh yeah, I had my ears pierced. I could nail a dude. Or sorry, land a dude.
Rob, would you say?
I
Rob,
could land a
would
dude.
you say about Zima? It was the
I didn't
wine
mean to
cooler
say
for
that.
the chicks back in the day
Fucking maybe Medine over there laughing his balls off.
for high school kids and girls. Zima
And Adam, apparently.
and Adam. Adam, you were big on Zima back in the day, man.
What? No, I just don't drink beer, so that was the easy option. Couldn't score
Yeah.
liquor
It was
always.
fucking gross.
Anyway,
I'm not on beer anymore.
Number three.
I was a Smirnoff Ice man.
we are so fucking off topic.
That's strong,
Number
Bob.
three.
I'm playing it again. God damn it. Number 3, Women in the Bank. So we redid everything. We even had a James Ellsworth interference. Maybe Medine coined it, and I'm just going to steal the line from him. Why didn't do that? I said it just like him, too. Why didn't they do that the first time? That's my question to everybody. Why didn't they do that the first time? It was a better match. It had a better ending. It had virtually the same ending in terms of who got the briefcase. But why didn't they do that the first time?
I mean, it had a better ending because you had to set the status quo first. I mean, and the James Ellsworth interference. I mean, that was the kicker. I mean, this happening, what just happened tonight. I don't know. I mean, I think if that just happened the first night, I think that wouldn't have landed.
But this
that
was
wouldn't
better
have meant
than
anything.
But this is better than the pay-per-view. You have to admit.
No.
You don't think this match?
No. I think the match itself was better. I think the outcome from the first match I thought was clever and different.
Bob, you weren't in the room. I want to get your take. What do you think?
I desperately wanted Ellsworth to throw her down the case again.
Just fuck it up again.
Dude, it was a better match, and I think that comes from having a second take. That's what this was. This was take 2. It was WWE admitting they fucked up, and now let's do it right. Let's do it the way we should have done it. They had a lot better spots, but it was, yeah. I mean it.
Well, she's shaking her head over there, Kara. What are you shaking your head
Oh,
about?
I was moving my neck around. Sorry. No, I agree with Bob, though. No, I agree with Bob. This was WWE's way of saying, "Oh, we fucked up. Let's try this again." But I didn't see
Thanks, Booker.
I didn't see the ending for the match. So Carmella, I assume, got the briefcase.
Really?
She got the briefcase.
You were in the room.
Spoiler alert.
Huh?
You were in the room.
Dude, I had just got home. I wasn't.
Brian,
What?
what's the
Save
board
me,
say?
Brian.
I don't know why I keep saying what when you say my name. The board. Let's see. Noah saying the match quality in this match was better in his opinion. Let's see. And yeah, Tim Smith saying that they should have done this from the beginning. But I mean, I feel like I said, I mean, it wouldn't have had the same effect if we just saw one of the matches. Either or. If you saw the first one and not this, or this happened
This
first.
should have happened at
and
the
then-
pay-per-view. That's all
Why?
I'm saying.
Why?
Because this was a better match. It had an outcome where a female won it, and I don't. That's still my whole big issue. Christopher Stykeleather says that he thinks that Ellsworth versus Becky is going to happen. Would that be the first intergender match? Latino Damas is shaking his head yes.
I don't think they'll do it.
You don't think so?
I don't think they can't.
Bob?
No.
No, there was an intergender match at WrestleMania. Well, tag team intergender match.
Yeah, tag team matches you can do it, but you
Yeah.
can't. Not a one-on-one, unless they do like a it's like a heavy but they wouldn't do it like a lingerie match. But you can't do that. PG, brother.
Bikini match.
Thought we
You
were
can't do
past PG though.
Ellsworth wears the
We're
bikini.
not past PG.
Well, we are in the
This
reality
is the
era.
women's evolution, Brian. We're still in it, even though they don't.
Oh,
book
then
it
you
that
have
way.
those fucking idiots on the show last night. No, it's
No.
no.
Uh,
What?
What?
I don't know. Keep going.
All right.
Words.
Anybody else? Bob, you got anything else on the women's Money in the Bank?
No. Good job, ladies. You nailed it again. Da booty dough.
All right. So I got to find it here. Oh, it's always on this slide. So speed round tonight, I kind of had Brian hold this off from the Mud Report. Daniel Bryan talked about Cody Rhodes winning the title and said, if you hold it for 462 days, I'll challenge it for you. And credit Shipman for looking this up for me, but basically that day is the day that his contract expires for WWE. So I kind of figure this is kind of shots fired of saying, book me or I'm going to go somewhere else. And so my speed round question here is, who wrestles again first? Is it Daniel Bryan or Kurt Angle? Kira.
Kurt Angle. No, Daniel Bryan.
All right, yeah, those are the two choices. you
What?
want a final answer to break the rubber match?
Daniel Bryan.
All right, Daniel Bryan is who she's picking.
No, I have to go with Kurt Angle.
I think the Kurt storyline is going to play out first, but I definitely think both are going to.
Well, fuck it. I'm going with Kurt too then.
All right, what do you got, Bob?
It's Kurt at Mania.
Kurt at Mania.
Do you think there's any way they both
Yeah.
go at Mania?
That's not the question. You asked me which one. Sure, that could also happen.
Okay.
But as far as what do I think will happen, it's Kurt at Mania.
Yeah, I don't know if people are wanting to call in or something, but whatever. Anyway, just try and call in. We'll see if it fucking works. Rody Robb said that they're both going to wrestle at Mania off air over here to the side, and I wouldn't be surprised. So it might come down to who's booked earlier in the card wrestles first. I mean, that would be a good time to finalize the story. I would hate to see Kurt return before then, wouldn't you, Kira? Like at Survivor Series or SummerSlam?
Why not? Shoot, we were anticipating Kurt's ring return ever since we heard that he was stepping foot back into WWE.
Yeah,
so.
but when he returns to the ring, that almost means that his probably commissioner job is over. And I don't want to. I like what he's doing right now.
I mean, I do, but I feel like there's still something missing. I would like to see him wrestle, if that's fair.
Okay,
That's
Brian?
how I feel.
I think it's just a matter of time with Kurt. I mean,
Yeah.
the fact that they when they brought him in, they just wanted to make sure that he had all of his ducks in a row. I mean, obviously he's had all of his shit in the past, so when they brought him in, I mean, that was kind of it's a big fucking deal to have him come into
Exactly.
the company and have him have his fifth DUI, whatever the hell it is.
I
at
guess.
this point.
Was it that? Oh yeah.
It's up there, but I mean, so put him in a GM role like they're doing
give him
now.
a driver.
Yeah,
Yeah.
or
Put him in ride along.
Give him fucking. Where's who's Alberto's driver? Where's he doing?
Christopher Stykeleather says Kurt versus Joe at Mania. That would be an amazing match. TNA fans, that was a great rivalry, but I wouldn't mind seeing it one more time if they did the storyline right. Like maybe I don't even know. Maybe Kurt could return. Maybe they both return at Rumble and enter into the Rumble.
That would be fun.
Why not?
Yeah.
Why not give
I
them
can
that
go
little
with
bit
that.
of push first, and then they have a legit match at Mania? I don't know.
I'd be into it.
That's just my thought.
Yeah.
Kiera, are you going to do your segment, or are you going to tell us about what it's like to get your ass beat?
Sure. Why
All right.
not?
Kiera, take it away.
Okay, so first off, I just want to say that wrestling is fucking real. And I say that out of respect for everything that's taken into it, from everything you see on TV, from the slams, everything, the bumps, the falls. I mean, the people in the ring, they're getting like the brunt force of all of that. So tonight, I went through a series of bumps. I did back bumps, and then I went through like a bunch of tackles, and I'm already feeling it. My neck's already stiffening up, but it was fun. It was incredible. I learned a lot, And number one thing, it's all about safety. I mean, you're not just going in the ring and they're just not toying around or playing around with you or just, having you just take the falls, but you have to fall a certain way. You have to land a certain way. But I had a hell of a time tonight. But you got any questions?
We're proud of you. I mean, Brian had tons of questions off air. I don't know if
Brian
it's
has great
radio.
questions.
Not so much question. I mean, yeah. Well, I mean, I'm very curious about the whole process. But I mean, so you said that there were just kind of you took a lot of back bumps.
Yeah.
You hit the ropes a little bit. You said sort of.
Just for the tackles that I took, the shoulder tackles. And then that was the second half of practice. First half, I just took my back bumps.
Okay.
And what do you got tomorrow?
Tomorrow I have mostly cardio. I don't know if I want to mention it. But yeah, mostly cardio. So a bunch of rolls.
You don't need to talk away from the mic. You don't need to mention any names. We know you're going to be a superstar. You can name drop then.
A bunch of rolls I'm going to be going through. I know I'm going to be doing drills, so I'm probably going to be able to lock up more and do more simulation of moves. So that'll be a first time for me tomorrow.
When do you learn chair shots?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
I think we're getting ahead of ourselves.
Well, don't forget.
I'm curious too, man. I don't know.
Since you mentioned that, Brian, at 250, we're already at 200 for Stevie, but when we get to 250, maybe we can do it at the same time. Kiara also said she was going to take a table bump.
I did say
that.
So
whether you've learned it by then or not. Oh, what? No.
I'll verify.
Vetoed.
I'll check and make sure if it's okay.
We'll have to check the rule book on that one. In any event, thank you for sharing,
Brody
Kiara.
says no.
Times are changing. Ladies can do stuff now. And you're going to have to learn how to deal with that.
So that is it. This is the time, of course. Don't forget.
Hey, Brian.
This is when Brian brings us down. You ready, Brian?
I wasn't necessarily going to bring you down tonight. Actually, I had
We'll wait for your damn music.
This day in wrestling history.
Well, there's one thing.
Yeah.
That
Go
Rob
on.
won't be able to veto, and that we're going to do the Royal Rumble tattoo challenge again.
Oh, I can't fucking wait for that. I think we should up the stakes, and
Why
I think.
would you think I'd try and veto that?
Oh, he's not going to veto
No,
that.
I think the way.
No, we're going to wait till year 5. In year 5, we might make it a tramp stamp. But for now, you still get to pick location.
No. I think there should be a surefire way that one of us ends up with a tattoo.
No. I like the
Oh,
roulette
you're
of
a
it.
baby. Come on, it's just skin.
Come on, I came this close to fucking getting a Roman tattoo. This close, Brian.
That is very true.
All right, go with it.
All right, so you know what? I'm gonna go. There's actually a lot of stuff that's happened today, but I'm gonna go with the big one.
Ooh.
All right, Adam, you ready?
Ready.
Strap in.
Strap on.
You holding on to your butt right now?
All right.
6 years ago today.
I think I know what it is.
Strap on.
Oh yeah.
I got the fucking peanut gallery.
I know.
They're
having
Kiara,
way more fun than we are.
Kiara,
laughing
6
at
years
them.
ago today.
Go ahead. I want to enjoy this when you make the announcement.
All right, Adam.
What?
From Vegas, Raw. CM
Raw
Punk.
roulette.
Pipe bomb.
6 years ago today?
Yep.
6 years ago.
Yes.
Oh, finally something pleasurable.
How
Yeah.
fucking old does that make you feel? Because I remember watching that
been
and
6
thinking,
years
like,
already?
Brian,
Yeah.
there are albums that come out now that are 20th anniversary and 25th anniversary.
Sure.
Those make me feel old. A 6-year-old Punk pipe bomb doesn't make me feel old. It makes me feel a little bit nostalgic, but not old.
Yeah.
Wait, he did it on. I just now realized he did that on Cena's 9-year anniversary.
Yeah.
I think that was the
That
point.
makes it even better.
Right. I feel the same way.
Anything else, Brian?
well, I thought you'd maybe chime in about the pipe bomb a little bit.
The pipe bomb was amazing.
Do you think the promo still holds up today?
Yeah, I think it will go down in history.
I think it holds up.
I do too.
The only other time they truly broke down the fourth wall is when they let the Edge Lita thing go with Matt Hardy kind of crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Every other time, that was the first kind of breaking kayfabe. He referred
True,
to everybody
true.
as their real fucking names. He kept calling Triple
Colt.
H Paul. You know, stuff
Right.
like that. Yeah, he said, "Hey, Colt."
Yeah.
He name
That
dropped
was
all
good.
the people.
Man, that was such a good fucking promo.
I think that was also when he dubbed himself the voice of the voiceless.
Might have been.
You said this is what?
No, I think it was before.
Because that's when he name dropped Colt and them. He said that he was the voice of the voiceless. So those guys.
He did say that. He did say that.
So I mean, and Noah's chiming in on the board. One of those iconic promos of all time, and I definitely think it still holds up. and it's going to hold up in its history. It's like, Austin 316. It goes down
Sure.
there as one of those cataclysmic promos. That one where,
John, I don't hate you. I actually like you. I hate this idea that you're the best.
Yes.
Very good, Bob.
Yes.
Yep.
There's
Edge
so
and
many good
Lita's
lines.
sex show. I mean, they were towing the line. That was probably the end of Ruthless Aggression, but they were going into it, and I enjoyed every fucking bit of it. The Wookiee on the board 10 years ago today. Chris Benoit did his thing. Just watch the pipe bomb today. It definitely holds up. I mean, and that's what most people on the board are saying. I mean, if you missed that night, you were like, what the fuck did I miss?
Speaking of that, 17 years ago today
Benoit
at a
celebrated
SmackDown
his-
taping, Bob, Steve Blackman
Sorry.
defeated Crash Holly for the WWF Hardcore title.
Yeah.
And I had
There
to
you
say
go,
that.
Noah.
I had to say that for Noah.
Just
I'm
for
sorry,
you.
Bob. Go on. What were you saying?
So wait, Benoit celebrated Cena's 5-year anniversary by killing his family?
No.
Oh, Jesus.
Jesus, no. Please, no. Good God.
I
no.
thought you said that happened 10 years ago today.
Just stop.
That's an odd way to celebrate Cena.
No, that's not what we said. You weren't listening. Anyway.
Come on. Bob.
I'm
So
misunderstood.
anyway, so here's some dumb shit that I thought of. Are you allowed to do the Samoan drop if you're not Samoan?
This has been another edition of Dumb Shit Adam Bomb Thought of.
SmarkDown presents
Good, bad, and glorious.
Go ahead. Make my day.
So now is the time, board. You can join with us. It is time to do our awards. We're going to start with good. Kira, I am entrusting you with this.
Lord.
What is good for you?
What's good, man?
What's good, son?
Well, I would say pizza with pineapple, bacon, and banana peppers. That is so freaking good.
Daniel Price
That's
on
what
the
I
board. His was better. Are you allowed to do an Irish whip if you aren't Irish?
I like that one too.
Bob, what's your good, buddy?
James Ellsworth tonight was entertaining as shit.
All right, I'll give you some coins for that. My good is Sammy music. I'm cutting off the Maria Canales promo. That was good for me. Rob is joining us. Do you want to chime in with your good?
Not yet. No.
Brian, you and the board. Good.
You know what? I'm going to give mine to Lana.
Lana?
I am.
She got squashed.
She did. However, she won me over with her entrance. I will say that.
Okay.
I'm going to play that card. And then let's see here.
Da booty doll.
Let's
I'm sorry,
see.
no,
John-
for her, it's dim titties, though.
Okay, we need a new soundbite for that one.
I got a good.
Oh,
now
yeah.
you got a
Oh,
good.
now he's
Yeah,
in
yeah.
after he drinks his Zima.
My good is that I changed the number one spot after much thought of my my shag list, and I'm going to give it to Naomi.
Oh.
Yeah.
What are you fucking crazy?
Yeah.
All right.
Well, I mean, maybe she's good at least that.
I think Rob is just
Well-
imagining.
Dang, did y'all hear the shade
she's-
that Bob just threw?
She's my number two. Kira's my number one.
Yeah, I
Okay.
imagine that Rob just wants to be the Connor's Cure logo and get her to twerk on it.
Yeah.
Brian, you and the board.
Yes.
Good.
Oh, my God. I already gave my good, but good for Noah is Maria and Dat Booty
Da
Dough.
booty doll.
There you go. Daniel Price, good. Knowing that WWE is going to skewer themselves on that bamboo cage.
Okay.
That could happen, I suppose. Tim Smith, his good. Corbin getting a clean pin on Sammy to get a legit win.
Finally.
That's a great point. And then good for Christopher Stykeleather. I liked Fashion Vice.
Big butts.
And I cannot lie. Yep. John Estrada, good. Carmella, let's see. Carmella making a valid point on Money in the Bank having no rules, basically saying that there is no point in this match.
It's true. She says the
It's
first
damn
women
true.
that, I mean, it was a good one. And Cashmere outside, good. Carmella card promo, decent, and she got a briefcase back. Actually pretty excited to see what she does with it. Let's go on to Bad. Bad, board, catch up with us. Bad, we're going to start with Bob.
The squash of Alana. I mean, Alana. That was somebody who was so dominant in their debut match that they showed how weak the champion was, and then the response to a rematch is absolute burial. And that, I don't get that shit at all.
I'm giving you tons of coins because that's the exact one I have. It didn't make sense. It was like they were trying to write the universe in reverse. They're like, you showed up the champion. We got to fix this. And let's do it this way. Kira, bad.
I don't have a bad.
All right. You are on fire.
Ninja, please.
Brian, what you got for bad in the board?
You know what? My bad. I'm going to have to give it to Carmella winning. I'm sorry.
Wow, really?
I don't know. I don't. Don't do that. Don't do that. That's hateful. I don't know. I don't buy her as a champion just yet.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, but she's not a champion just yet. She's
all right,
gonna
I'm
carry
sorry.
the
Okay.
briefcase.
A two-time? I have to call her a two-time Money in the Bank winner? Briefcase winner?
I guess.
Yeah.
I guess.
That's awful.
And she never got the cash in the first time, I guess. What's the board say?
Let's see. Bad. Oh, not. Come on, no.
Anal versus
Come
Simon.
on.
No, read it. Anal versus Simon, part 2.
All right, fair enough. Yeah, I get.
That was for Noah.
Mine was just specifically for a set.
Welcome back.
There we go. Aesthetic purposes. There we go.
Read the board, damn it.
Yeah. Cashmere. Nope. Daniel Price. Bad. Nakamura jobbing to Jinder over the weekend. Kept off TV. And also Orton shows up on TV demanding a rematch. Austin did a frustrated shoot on Vince misusing Shinsuke. That's interesting.
I'd like to see that.
Yeah. Bad. Naomi versus Lana. Totally stupid by Christopher Stykeleather. John Estrada. His bad was Lana squash. Where does that even? Where does she go from here? Just send her ass to fucking NXT. She doesn't belong on the main roster.
Yeah, they embarrassed it tonight.
I think that's a little extreme. I don't say send her NXT.
Yeah. Tim Smith says Orton and Jinder part 3 is his bad, and do Cashmere.
Cashmere, the women's title match. Bob took the words right out of my head. Not out of his mouth, out of his head.
It's weird.
Yeah. Bob is in the, well, I mean, Detroit and Memphis have that, crime bomb there, so,
and then Steve Awesome. What is Steve Awesome saying? My bad, wrong show, my bad?
I don't know. Steve puts all those ominous things.
I got a bad.
Never me. Oh, sorry, Rob.
He's an angry elf.
What do you got?
What the fuck, man?
I'm angry already?
I'm not angry at all.
What do you got, Rob?
Let's say that so angrily.
He's an angry elf.
I hate you all. I have to look at Medine and say this. Medine, my bad is everything Randy Orton. Garbage.
Hey, Ma! Can we get some meatloaf?
What does
The
that even
meatloaf!
mean?
Not even relevant.
We want it now!
Why?
The meatloaf!
Why did you play
Ma,
that?
the
He just hits any
meatloaf!
button.
Fuck!
The longest fucking clip, too.
Glorious is up next as Medine does his Orton pose. Bob, let's go with you for the Glorious.
I'm going to have to say it's the return to the Punjabi prison. It was, okay, let me preface this with, the first 2 times, I knew it was going to be garbage because it had rickety knees in it both times that I knew couldn't move around. It's got 2 fully capable, really mobile guys in it. There's no reason why this match couldn't be taken to a very special place. It's not gonna.
The problem is the premise, Bob.
But just the potential of it. The potential of it makes me very happy.
Yeah, but my problem with it is very simple. Is once a guy gets out of the first cage, he has to stand there and wait and do heroin for the other guy to get out the first cage so that they can have a contest in between the 2 cages before you get out of the second one and actually win it. That's just my personal.
It's not without flaws.
Oh yeah, that's for damn sure. I dare ask you, Kira, for Glorious?
Oh, I thought we were still on bad. I was gonna say bad. Never mind.
Damn.
Really?
I'm just gonna say I didn't like Baron Corbin defeating Sammy tonight.
Okay.
That means
that's
Sammy's
your
probably
Glorious?
really done. No, that's my bad. I'm going back.
Oh, go take it back, girl.
So that's what I have. I feel like maybe they're trying to squash Sammy. If that's fair to say. I don't want it to be fair to say.
Next feud.
But,
Yeah, they just don't
Yeah.
have a booking until he cashes in, so that's what they're doing. They're continuing this.
Ah.
My Glorious, before I cut to Brian, is going to be Carmella. The promo she cut at the beginning of the night, another great heel one. She got a really good heel response, I thought, and, of course, then she takes home the briefcase again. Brian, do the board, and you.
You know what? I'm going to do the board first. Let's see. Glorious for Noah. Kiara having the lady balls to follow her dream and actually attempt wrestling. I can already tell she's going to be a better table bump than Adam. Or a better
didn't say anything.
A better bumper in general. I'll say that.
Thanks, Brian.
Glorious for Daniel Price. Ascension secretly coveting and stealing the Eddie Money tickets. Great point. I agree with you. Tim Smith, his Glorious was James Ellsworth. Let's see. Glorious for John Estrada. Renee Young looking smoking hot.
Always.
On Talking Smack tonight.
Always.
Mm-hmm. And Christopher Cycleather, his glorious. Kiara taking them bumps. Know from experience, it ain't easy.
No,
I don't know why. I
It's
made
not.
it sound like I'm a.
This is for
Beanie.
Kiara and Renee Young.
Da booty dough.
Get a good one. Don't forget.
Fork, fork, fork.
And we got Vince Russo. What's your glorious?
What?
Yeah, it figures. What else we got next? We got.
Yo, I got 2 gloriouses. I just want to say that.
All right, go back here.
Yeah. No, I'm saying I got 2 gloriouses for our family.
Oh yes, you did.
Yeah. Thanks,
You're
guys.
welcome.
That's what you get for that. Who booked that, Kiara? You get to go first also for that. Who booked that board? Catch up.
Come back to me.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, dude, you be
You-
trying to
oh.
make me go first
Bob,
and shit.
please be a good co-host.
For the push?
No. Who booked that? It's on the
say?
goddamn production sheet. Why do we do this every week? You even complain that you don't get the production sheet, and then you don't even bother to fucking read it.
Oh, I'm
Dude, it
dying.
is the continued on-screen burial.
How did I
of the
lose
Ascension.
the
That's-
host
that's
draft
who
is what
booked
I'm
that.
trying to figure out. I thought I had all the better hosts. I thought I had all the
answered
better people.
question.
I
You
got
do?
You're still crying about shit. We've moved on.
I got the guy who had a
This is-
professional show on ESPN. I got the experienced guy, and I got the girl training.
Yeah, you got it all, man.
Yeah.
We're good.
All right, then
So
what's the
it-
problem, goddammit?
Who booked that? It is the continued burial of Ascension.
Okay. Thank you.
Strong words.
Give my goddamn
Here,
coin.
I'm going to go to who booked that. Next week's wrap-off between the Usos and New Day. I don't know if anybody missed that, but they plugged it, and they're
I
going to
certainly
have
missed it.
a wrap-off next week. Who the fuck booked that?
Can't wait.
Brian, you and the board, because Kiara doesn't have one.
No.
No.
Let's see.
You said that like Mary.
Who booked that? I don't know. This episode really didn't have what's it called? Any
That much.
Any
Tim
any
Smith
KO,
agreed with me. The New Day confronting the
You said
Usos
any
in a
KO?
rap battle.
right?
I agree.
Where's KO?
KO was out there. They
Where?
got a 10-person battle royal on Independence Day next week to declare the #1 contender for Battleground, which AJ is probably going to win.
I just feel like this show kind of lacked stars, right? I mean, we had the Ginger
Well,
stuff.
it lacked
we had
them
Yeah, it was kinda
wrestling. It lacked them wrestling, that's for sure. We had no Orton Jinder. We had no AJ KO. We had no Nakamura. It lacked wrestling stars.
Right.
There unfortunately was some matches.
Sure.
Sammy and Corbin were the headliners for the men.
Yeah, I mean, I guess my who booked that, if I had to say, I would have to give it to Usos beating what's it called, Hype Bros,
Mojo.
without even any kind of struggle on the Hype Bros part, because we've all been saying that it's going to be kind of supposed to be some sort of power struggle between.
Sure,
them. I
I'll
don't
give you
know.
a coin.
I'm
Fuck
just-
Are you
give me
saying
a
like?
fucking coin. I'm
are you,
talking.
Are you saying there wasn't a
Bob,
need
what are you
for
trying
the-
to say? What's up?
No, I'm saying. Are you saying it wasn't a need for that tag team match, or just squashing the hype? Not squashing, but
I feel like it could have been a little bit more competitive.
yeah. Okay.
Christopher Stikelether echoing me and Tim Smith about the rap battle next week. Who booked that for Estrada? The asshole that said, let's do a women's Money in the Bank again? Yep. But at least they did it better. Daniel Price, who booked that? Mojo making the main roster. He was showing tonight that he is way too green. Agree with that. And Noah has a who didn't book that. Why is there no Ty Dillinger again? They had him as a fucking Sonic some shit plug last week, right?
Fuck that guy.
He was working at Sonic last week.
No, he was doing a plug with Sammy.
That's his next job. He's trainee.
Okay. I don't know why.
Would you like 10 tater tots?
I don't know why I want to beat the dead horse here, but Kiara, we're going to go to you for the next one.
You do this shit on
hold
purpose.
I want to add on to something that Brian said
Okay.
about his who booked that. It wasn't just that they lost in such kind of a definitive way. It was they barely rolled out of the ring before they had already moved on to New Day coming in. It was no pause at all for a team that just lost. That they had built up for 2 weeks as they're coming back because they have unfinished business, and and maybe there's going to be a breakup and all that. It was just you lost, get out. Here comes the New Day.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, they didn't really. There was no kind of struggle between the two.
And they were just going back in history going, remember you guys won the #1 contender match but never cashed in, so we got the same fucking champs. We might as well have you cash in. That's mine. Yeah. Kiara, I don't know why I do this, but you're going to go first. Who got the rub?
I'll say I'm gonna go with Baron.
Fired.
Shut up, Bob. I don't need that right now.
He is the Money in the Bank.
Every time.
He's Mr. Money in the Bank, and he got the win. What the fuck? Oh, Bob, who got the rub for you?
Yeah, fuck Baron. I don't care.
So goddamn good. I'm gonna say tonight it was Tamina. She was actually allowed to look good in this match.
Yeah, and she definitely, if it was who got the bumps, she took some hard ones with that ladder when she was underneath it.
She was the Sami Zayn of this match. Sami Zayn was clearly the man in the Money in the Bank for men. She finally got to showcase in this one. I was really proud of her.
Yeah, good for her. My who got the rub, I'm going to say the Great Khali because Jinder mentioned him with a little nod before he said the Punjabi prison. Brian, who got the rub, you and the board?
I agree with Bob. I gave it to Tamina. I thought out of anyone in that match, I thought she actually looked pretty good.
Yep.
And on the board, we got Noah. Who got the rub? He says Daniel Bryan. And
he did GM work tonight. Good job. 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah. And then Christopher Schleichler just had a good point about the Hype Bros. He said that they should have won and faced the Usos at Battleground, then faced the Usos at SummerSlam.
Yeah.
I guess that would have been, I don't know, that would have stretched out pretty far, though.
Steichler also says rub for Carmella. Estrada says Ellsworth getting more TV time recently than the face of America himself. Brian, you mentioned that.
Yeah.
Where was KO?
I mean, I just saw that we just rewatched the promo that just happened. I mean, that's it. Where else were they?
And Tim Smith thinks that Mike Canales might have a possible program with Sammy because of that intro.
Yeah, I think they teased it a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, whenever Baron, and Sammy decide they're going to be done booking it, whoever's back there making us watch this repeatedly, I guess that's when we'll get it. Line of the night is our next one. Line of the night for me, I wrote, and I am Maria's husband. That, of course, from Mike Canales. Pretty much the only words that he uttered before he got cut off. Kira, you have a line of the night?
I'll go with
What?
Great Bumps newbie.
What?
That's what I said. Great Bumps newbie.
I'll give you a coin.
That's the line of the night for me.
You've worn me down like Bob does, Rob.
I got something right tonight.
Bob, line of the night.
I'm gonna have to say it was JBL again saying he took her name. Utterly confused by the concept of it. I am excited about Maria and Mike. I think they're gonna do some amazing things.
All right, I'll give it to you.
Yeah.
Brian, line of the night.
We only listen to grindcore thrash metal.
Of course.
Of course it was.
The board hasn't caught up or they're not responding. Either way, we're going to move on to our special segment. We're going to do it's going to be a 4-week segment, basically. We've kind of done this before. Stevie, Rob, and I did it in the past, but we're going to do it again, kind of spread it out and do the SmarkDown cast for their opinions. Starting us off, this is going to basically be our Rushmore. Each week, we're going to reveal a name that one of us picked to go on our own personal Rushmores. Just kind of a 4-week one. This week, I picked a name that both Bob and Brian agreed upon, and I picked a name that both me and Kiara agreed upon so that we can prove it. The first one is going to be, of course, the Nature Boy, Ric Flair. A pick from Bob and Brian. Bob, go ahead and talk about why the Nature Boy belongs.
They create.
Oh, no.
Oh,
we lost Bob. That's like the best thing to ever accidentally happen. I'm just kidding. To clarify, this is our Mount Rushmore of wrestling. Brian, we have Ric Flair on there for you and Bob. Bob will call back in a second.
Yeah.
What do you got? Why is Ric Flair up there for you?
Do we want to take it? Should we go? Should I go with my answer? Bob, you there?
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck just happened.
I don't know either. Anyway.
No, the phrase they invented for him was the man could have a wrestling match with a broom and put the broom over. His legendary Broadway's 8 times a week. There's nobody else you can put on a Mount Rushmore of wrestling besides Flair. Flair is your Washington.
Okay. I mean, I can see that. The reason Flair, just to defend myself of why he didn't make the list, is I never watched any Nitro. I never watched Thunder. That was, and I'm not from the South in the area where he was even, bigger. So I never really had Flair as part of my life. He's kind of, I refer to him like I do Led Zeppelin and the Beatles. Not a fan, but I don't take away their spot in history, so I can understand why you guys would both have him on the Mount Rushmore. Kira, why didn't you put Flair up there for you?
it's not that okay. Flair is known as, the greatest, or maybe like one of the greatest, or he's known as the greatest of all time. He's up there with Hulk and whatnot. But for me, HBK has just been my guy.
And that's who you and I agreed upon to put up there is HBK.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. I have much respect for Rick. I think that he is the greatest of all time, but I have my picks. That's all. So.
For me to defend, I put HBK on the list like Kiera, and I put him up there because HBK, and kind of I put him on there this week with Flair, is because he retired Flair. That's not why I put him on the list, but that's just the segue to go between the two. HBK was known for being Mr. WrestleMania. He stole the show a ton of times, and his record is a losing record at the event. To show how you can have a great match, and it kind of doesn't matter if you win or lose when you have such a great match. And that's the legend of basically HBK. He would always take more than one finisher to go down, even though he was a small guy. He came from the tag division. In the Hogan era, he's the one we truly saw, other than Brett, because we kind of Montreal Screwjob ruined his maturation, but we got to see him go basically from start to finish, HBK in the WWE. And from that standpoint, he also was the one I felt that with Taker helped carry that torch to bridge the Hogan era to the Attitude Era. And yes, of course, Brett gets thrown in that conversation. Brian, what's the board yelling? I know somebody said on there that the Mount Rushmore should just be the original Four Horsemen.
Yeah, who was that? That was
Daniel Price.
Yeah.
And Stykeleather agreed with him.
Yeah. Let's see. Daniel Price just saying if Flair deserves it for one more match alone. Oh, for one match alone. Clash of the Champions, 2 out of 3 falls against Steamboat.
That's absolutely true. Him and Steamboat. I mean, you can think of, though, a ton of rivalries. Like, because I know I said I haven't watched it, like, live when I was growing up, but I've gone back now as a fan and watched some of that. And like Bob said, there is no truer statement about the broom. He could put a broom over.
It's true.
I mean, he is the George Washington. He's the one that goes up on there. He's the one a lot of people are putting their whole list on there. He's the one that everybody had on the list except for me and Kiera's dumbass.
Yeah, and for me, I mean, it really just was about realism. I mean, he added at during a time when, when he was champion, or not even when he was champion. I mean, even when he was just going after the belt. I mean, the guy just always just carried this extra, I don't know,
swagger.
Swagger or whatever you want to call it. But anytime he wrestled, anytime he showed up anywhere, I mean, you could tell the guy was a star. And it was a totally different time in the '80s. Everyone kind of believed it, and for me, I mean, he just carried that torch for a while, and plus, not even to mention all the matches that he had. I mean, forget it.
And
the guy's up there for me.
To agree with Rody Rob's point from a long time ago, I don't know when the hell he made it, but he was talking about how you can't be, and he was, of course, dissing Dean at the time. He was talking about how entertaining Dean is outside the ropes, but he doesn't really give off that vibe. Flair never, changed his character from walking to the ring to wrestling to leaving the ring. Every time he was that guy. And he told it as a heel wrestler. He had heel moves. He was just, I mean, he was iconic more than anyone else. Hogan got all the notoriety because he was on TV and he was in movies, but Flair was the guy. I
mean, let's make sure we know that, it's pointed out that the final match of of Nitro to end that entire run was Sting versus Flair. Because that was the guy.
One more time. Exactly. And you talk about Steamboat and stuff, but yes, Sting, we know, of course, was that guy. This is a funny, I have to read this from Estrada on the board. He says that Noah's Mount Rushmore would be Steve Blackman, Crash Holly, James Ellsworth, and Papa Shango. Yeah.
So
I could see that.
And I would like the one argument I would have for Flair over HBK is HBK lost his smile and left for 7 years.
Mm-hmm.
Ric Flair was in a plane wreck that killed multiple people and could have crippled himself with severe injuries and was gone for 9 months.
Yeah, I think if the big difference there of your point, Bob, is if you interview Shawn Michaels' kids versus Ric Flair's kids.
Well, one of his kids you can't interview because he died.
Nah. I'm not talking about that portion. I'm saying HBK lost his smile because his stripper turned housewife wanted help now that they had 2 kids, and that's where he went to be a father, while Flair ignored his kids so that he could continue to wrestle. It was my point that I was kind of trying to make, but
I will
that's
say,
just
though,
me being an
how many
asshole.
of HBK's kids are going to be the greatest representation of their sex in the industry?
Okay, yeah. You know, when you're trying to get daddy's attention, I can see how that would drive you to be the best.
I just want to say, since you didn't give me a damn chance to say my part for HBK.
Go for it.
I just want to say that I feel like HBK, he could have gone on for about maybe 4 to 6 more years after he decided to retire.
And he could have gone to Bob's point, those 7 years he took off.
Yeah, but let's not. Okay, what I'm trying to say is, you know that point you made about
You're
how
just ignoring that point.
You
Fuck you, Bob.
No.
Dumbass.
Okay, so you know the point you were making about the losing streak for WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
Not a losing streak. He doesn't have a winning record. I know math
Well,
is
yeah,
hard for you.
That
means
the thing.
he has more losses than wins.
I think
but you never think about that when you talk about HBK. I mean,
No,
that's,
you don't.
to his
Exactly.
credit, yeah.
No, yeah, you don't at all. Like this guy put on such good matches. You don't even think about, oh, this guy he really doesn't have like a winning record or anything
Showstopper.
like that. Yeah.
I mean, he lived up to his name. He had a lot of great iconic matches. He was booked properly. He was booked in an era where they gave him a lot of famous fucking storylines. He's the first Elimination Chamber winner. He was the first to really define the Royal Rumble rule of you got to have both feet down when he skinned the cat. I mean, there's a lot of great stuff for HBK. Kiera and I, this is not necessarily, just to be clear, this is not our necessarily George Washington. We just don't want to overlap as we go forward. So we'll reveal our next one next week. Teddy Hart says, don't forget that Ric Flair is a 60-minute man, baby. He had the most Iron Man matches.
It's true.
There is no fucking question about that. So coming soon, don't forget, every Sunday you can turn into the Bubba Radio Army. We have our exclusive show on there for the weekly squash. We got the whole marked out immediate family on there, and we love doing that one because we can get a little lowbrow and have a little fun. It is the exclusive one. It is our only show that covers kind of everything in the WWE in one little shot, so hopefully you can tune into that. We've got Monday Night Rawsome. Rob likes to call himself the host that knows the most, but that's not.
He says that?
Yeah, and my biggest problem is that he just, and I know where you're going to try and go, Bob. I don't know that he knows the most. I think Rob contributes the most. If you've looked at our video things, I know Stevie had a hand in them and stuff, but all the upgrades with the equipment, Stevie definitely gets a shout out as well, but fuck knows the most. Rob owns the most, does the most, whatever else you can do. So tune in Monday nights to hear him rant about how I fucked up the board tonight. Oh, wait, no, you'll get to hear that on Thursday instead, right, Brian?
Thursday will usually, because Thursday comes after Tuesday, so it's usually him coming in here and seeing how you fucked up the board and trying to fix it.
And then you bashing me online, blaming me while he's trying to fix it because you're fucking worthless.
Exactly.
You just sit there and go, hey, guys, I'm going to take a pee break 5 minutes before airtime, right?
Yeah.
That's your shtick?
Yeah, and so then after all this, you can hear us also talk about wrestling on Thursday.
Yeah, that's where the Lardy boys reunite.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Team not lean. Oh, good.
That's good.
Good night. Kiera, you're going to have character flaws return next week, correct?
Okay,
Okay,
it's going
that's
down.
an agreement? Okay. You're not going to forget because as soon as I put
She's
you
busy,
as
man.
My head's all over the place,
yeah,
man.
but I gave you executive producer control of that segment, and we're 2 weeks into that executive producer control.
Okay,
and
man.
I got no character flaws. I'm calling you out on there.
I got you, okay? I got you. It's taking me a lot to process tonight, okay?
I'm going to give mental bumps. How about that? I don't care what you took real in the ring.
All right, man.
Daniel Price says, Adam is the official marked out scapegoat. You're goddamn right. Anything breaks.
No, he brings it on himself.
No, I am also kind of fucking jinxed, okay? Because last night the phones fucking worked fine for Rawsome, and Rob did so much work. And the reason he's an angry elf tonight is because we call Bob, and the second we talk to him, Bob's going, yep, can't hear anybody. Da, 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 da.
Oh,
and we
Bob.
can hear him clearly and why we aired
Adam,
late.
That was so.
There is a fucking photo of you sitting by yourself with all the equipment online.
All I
tonight.
did was what I was told to do. Fuck you people. I always get blamed for anything. Last fucking call. God damn it. Last call. We're going to start with Kiera because she's, who knows what's going to come out of her mouth. Might as well start there.
Last call for the night. Oh, we're going on now. All right.
Yeah, that was the segue.
I was trying to give you guys a little, what do you call it?
Do you want me to go to Medine? Maybe
No,
Medine?
I was trying to say, I was
Latino
trying to give
Damas
you guys a jingle.
in the house?
A jingle.
Oh.
That's what I was trying to do.
Yeah, give me a jingle.
Last call for the night. I don't know. That's all I have.
All right, that was your last call?
Yeah.
All right,
that's
Medine joining us. Maybe Medine.
No, fuck that. Medine ain't part of this show. Brian's next.
Ooh. Well, actually, I have to do the board too.
Ninja,
Okay,
please.
man,
I was just looking out for you.
I appreciate that.
Let these intruders come in here like
Medine,
this.
I appreciate that.
Medine, just tell me what you came over here to say. Fuck.
Next week, you'll have a special guest in-house on SmarkDown.
Are you the special guest?
No.
Oh. What?
On SmarkDown.
Dude, you are the special guest, but it means something different with you. God damn it. Wasting.
He's having trouble with the headphones.
Fucking idiot. He has trouble with the mics. For a guy named Mike, he can't fucking work one. Save his damn life. Brian, sorry, Brian's last. Who's the other host? Bob. Fucking last call. God damn it.
All right. So I made no secret of this. I will never call our audience family. You're an audience, and I appreciate you. And I
They
want
are
to
our
make
extended
sure
family, Bob.
No,
Don't
they're
cut
not.
them off, Adam.
They're an audience. No,
I do what I want.
Hey, this is my final call. They're not family, but they're an audience, and they're a loyal audience. And in fact, one of our loyalist listeners who listens to every one of the show had an accident today and is in the hospital. Aaron, get to feeling better. You're appreciated, and as a member of the audience, I value you. I call you family, but for different reasons. Just get to feeling better, buddy. And make sure you guys are sharing, and subscribing.
Yeah. I got to echo that a little bit. Aaron has called in a couple times. I refer to him as Mushmouth, but he is a close friend and a great listener. So we wish you the best. We're sending our prayers to you and your wife. Brian, your last call, and I'll close it down. Do the board as well.
My last call is I am excited to watch the New Japan show that will be happening in Long Beach.
Mm-hmm.
I believe it's actually this weekend.
Are you going?
Mm-hmm.
I fucking wish.
Mhm.
Actually, you know what? I heard it sold out
Mhm.
actually relatively quickly. I know you don't give a shit because you
Mhm.
don't actually watch it.
Mhm.
However, for a wrestling fan like myself,
Mhm.
I am very excited, Mr.
So am
Adam.
I, man.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Kiera.
hell yeah.
Thank you,
It'll
Kiera.
be 3 great hours of flippy kicks and super kicks.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? You guys, you just don't understand. They don't understand.
They don't.
Mm-mm.
They don't. You know what? And maybe I'll watch it when I go pick up my Bullet Club T-shirt at Hot Topic.
Mhm.
Bam. Wait.
Oh.
Last call for the board.
What?
Oh, sorry, Kiera. Yeah, last call.
Kiera just broke kayfabe to
Totally,
find out
yeah.
Hot Topic
Yeah.
is selling.
Oh
the
yeah, they're
This is
at
fucking
Hot Topic.
exciting, man.
Oh my God.
No, let's
This
see.
is the most excited you've been all fucking night. You were training to be a wrestler. Goddamn.
Yeah. Last
I
call
did.
for
I talked
Noah.
about it.
Great show, guys. Wish the best for everyone. WWE should have had Orton versus Jinder in a supermarket brawl like Stone Cold and Booker, since Jinder is just a roided up, fantastic wrestler. That's exactly what he said.
Actually, apparently he's been drug tested multiple times.
Maharajoid.
Maharajoid. Exactly. Last call for Christopher
I like
Stikelether. John Cena saying the reason he is a free agent because his contract expired after the Superstar shakeup. That's bullshit. How does come on. I really hope they don't go with that. Last call for Tim Smith. Hope Cena brings back the prestige to the SmackDown show. I agree with you, actually. I think this is actually a really good time for him to come back.
Last call for Estrada is fuck Bob. Teddy Hart says Adam Cole, baby. He's coming, isn't he?
Yeah.
Do we still not have that confirmed? Is that still
Adam Cole?
Mud report there.
No, there are some leaks for NXT though. A former Ring of Honor guy showed up. I don't want to spoil it. For
Daniel
anybody.
Price wants to know, Brian, who you think is going to win the IWGP US title?
Isn't
that the inaugural champ? That'll be the first one.
Yeah, that's the one. I'm drawing a blank right now.
Oh, I know all about the Indies, but I can never remember who fights who, when they fought, anything like that.
Is that the? I think that's.
I'm the Indie expert.
No,
Listen
that's
to my show Thursday.
That's the fucking
super kick.
That's the Kenny versus Elgin match, and I want to say they're going to give it to Kenny. I mean, if he didn't.
I see your internet works like Noah's.
How's that?
So you had time to look it up while you went and
What internet? What internet? Keep drinking your fucking bye. What is that anyway?
It's fucking good, man. I don't know. Kiera got me onto this flavor. Give us
It's
money,
really
bye.
good.
Fork. Teddy Hart thinks Kenny should win, by the way.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
Did you do your last call?
My last call, I just want to say I fucking binge-watched Glow, and I actually thoroughly enjoyed it. I thought it was just going to be kind of like, I don't know, them training and stuff, but they gave the characters some substance. They gave kind of a little way to even break it by saying that these are soap operas or whatever, but the kind of a male soap opera. But what I really, really loved about it is that, and Rob kind of gave me this thought, is that it's going to get fans kind of seeing wrestling in a different light and maybe even making the jump to watching one of the shows on a weekly basis or something like that, seeing what goes on behind it, seeing how real it kind of is, and just kind of the way it was related. I really like the way the show was done. I'm one of those that has a couple DVDs of the best of Glow, and I remember watching it as a kid. It was just so awful, and every one of them had to do those horrible, horrible raps before they came down. But I enjoyed it, and, that's just what it is. So I think you should check it out. That's a plug for whatever. I have lots of DVDs. My DVD's on the wall here. This one is signed by Chris Jericho. It's the one where he won the Undisputed.
Oh, shit.
Just so you know, that's
great.
my segue. Anyway, tune in next time. Same Smart time, same Smart channel.
I'll catch you on the flip side.
SmarkDown Podcast is recorded, edited, distributed, and marketed at U-Record Studios in Charlotte, North Carolina. For more information on optimizing your podcast for increased listenership, check out U-Record on Facebook, Twitter, and email sales@urecordstudios.com or visit the website www.urecordstudios.com.
Yes! 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 Yes!
You're listening to the Electronic Media Collective Podcast Network. Yeah, it's a mouthful. For more great shows, visit electronicmediacollective.com.
Go away, fat man.